Hi, this is Mitch Mitchell of I'm Just Sharing. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a video on this channel, and I thought that what I would do is take the time to catch us up on what were my 2014 goals. I did a video about this back in January, which you'll see kind of spinning on one of these sides because I'm not really sure how that works. And I actually had written them down at the same time, and I just want to do kind of an update because I really need to push myself towards getting to some of these. And some of them I'm right on track, and some of them I have actually beat. Now, I don't have a ton of them, but I wanted to get this done. And yes, I went to Oswego State in New York. Way to go. Called ourselves the Lakers. I don't know why. Actually, I do because we're on Lake Ontario. So, here we go. The first goal I had was to generate more passive income. Well, can't say I've done that. I really haven't even worked on it. I have one website that generates around $200 a month from Google AdSense and about $50 every 3 months from InfoLinks. And I guess, that's not so bad. But I really wanted to increase that some. But I haven't really done anything for it, I'll tell you the truth. So that's on me. And I really need to get at least something going on that. By the way, I think I mentioned that I have a Franklin Planner, and here it is. I just haven't been using it for projects. I've been using it for more daily stuff. So I really need to start planning more of those things a little bit better with that. So I had said that I was going to write a few more articles for the one site that makes some money. Ain't done it. But it's not like I haven't been doing anything. So I really need to get going on that. The next thing I said is I'm going to take better care of myself. One of the things I put on there was yoga. I tried yoga for a few days, and then I hurt my back, and I haven't gone back to it. You know what? I guess yoga is one of those kind of things where maybe you need to have a teacher instead of watching videos on YouTube and doing it. Probably as a beginner, you probably need to at least have someone to get you started on it. Like I said, I watched these videos. The young lady was pretty. What can I say? She said it was beginning. I tried. It didn't work. I hurt my back. So yoga is out for the moment. I said I was going to add more cardio to my life. Ain't done that. I said I was going to make sure I took my medications. I actually have gotten better. Some of you know I'm diabetic. And what I did is I bought 2 big pill containers. One clear and one a dark blue. So the clear one is for day and the dark blue one is for evening. And on Sundays, I make sure I put all my medication in. I wanted to do it on Saturdays, but I didn't. But Sundays actually works out better, and I can put all my medications in for the week, which includes Sundays. And I've been doing it. There are times, because I'm still consulting out of town, where I forget to take the pills, part of the medication, with me early in the morning, and I forget to take them in the morning. But on those days, I just come back to the hotel room in the afternoon, grab my pills, take them, and I'm good to go, since I'm not taking other pills until later in the evening. So at least I have been taking my medication. And I am still on the insulin, and that I've kept up with pretty well. So yeah, that part I've been doing. I was going to eat more regularly and better. I actually have been eating a little bit better. Not great, but you know what? I had my appointment in July with the diabetes doctor, and I'd lost 3 pounds. Hey, that was compared to, February or March? So, you know what? That's not so bad, right? I'd lost 3 pounds. My glucose actually, my numbers had come down. My A1C came down. Obviously, she wants it lower. She wants the weight lower. Doctors just want everything, don't they? But at least I'm going in the right direction. And I did something kind of different this week. I got back down here, and I haven't told anyone really where I am, but people know where I am. If you just look back through some of the other videos, you'll know where I am. But I got down here and went to the store Monday and bought $150 worth of food, which is incredible. Actually, I bought $130 worth of food because I bought some containers with the intention of making more of my meals in the room. And I've been doing that. Now, I do have my thing where every Monday and every Thursday I go to this Japanese restaurant because Japanese restaurants just taste good everywhere. So I've been making my dinners in the room, and a couple little snacks I have here, which has kept me away from some of the stuff that I just binge on and whatever. I bought something that's called Pringles Tortilla. I'm going to give that a shot to see what that tastes like because I'm trying to keep my salt down. Obviously, I'm trying to keep, how much sugar and carbs down and whatever. But I'm not going to totally deny myself. But there are some changes I did make along the way, so everything is better. Um, and then I said I was going to sleep better. You know what? Truth of the matter is, there's just really nothing you can do about how you sleep. I have this thing where no matter what time I go to sleep while I'm out of town, I wake up around 3:30, and then for the next 3 hours, because I have to get up at 6:30 to try to be, at the office by 7:30. I may sleep every 10 minutes or so, wake up 15 minutes. Every once in a while, if I'm lucky, I'll get a half hour in, and it's just a struggle. And when you struggle like that, you're just tired. Now, on the weekends, or at least on Friday night, I will usually take two acetaminophen PM. For whatever reason, that just puts me to sleep or keeps me asleep. And that works out well because I can sleep later on a Saturday. But you shouldn't take a lot of acetaminophen. This came out a study earlier this year saying that, it can actually be kind of dangerous if you take too much. So I only take it on Friday nights. For Saturday nights, I'll take 2 ibuprofen PM. I don't sleep as well, but it's a little safer. I still get a little bit more sleep. So, you know what? I live for the weekends. When I'm home, it's a different story because I'm usually not going to bed before 3:30 or 4 in the morning. And I just, you can sleep pretty much however long you want to, except for travel day. So, what are you going to do? I did go to my sleep doctor, and he did make some adjustments for my CPAP. But that's only been a week so far, so we're going to see if it helps some. He may have to make some more adjustments for me. Next I had on here was talking about videos. And I had said I was going to create 75 to 100 videos for this channel this year. I'm actually at 33 videos. I was doing really well, and then I slowed down in June. Of course, now I'm going to let you know why in a minute. And I had said that I wanted 10 of my interviews for the year to be interviews. Well, I've done 4 interviews. Not like I'm not asking people. I have asked some people, but it's hard to get people to respond. It's hard to get people to say, yes, let's do this or whatever. I just find that incredible that people who say they want, a little bit more publicity, people who say they want to market, people who say they want to do all these other kind of things, get scared of doing video. What the devil? What could be a better tool for marketing oneself than answering questions during an interview if they know what they're talking about? It is not my intention to make anyone look bad. It is my intention to get answers to questions, but it's never my intention to look bad. And for the most part, I think the people who I have interviewed have enjoyed the process and have actually been able to use the video, market the video, say, hey, look, I answered some questions. Here's me. So I'm putting it out there. Not that I'm just going to interview just anybody, but, if I come a calling, please say yes. Come to the interview. I'm trying to make it broad. I'm not doing everything on blogging. I'm not doing everything on internet marketing. Matter of fact, geez, have I done one on internet marketing? I don't know. But I'm trying to, spread it out. I want to do interviews because I think people are fascinating. Yes, I do. Now, one of the other things I said is I wanted to do at least 25 videos for my business channel. Well, this is the reason that my other videos slowed up, because in June on my business channel, I did 30 straight days of videos on the topics of leadership and management, motivation, diversity, employees, different things like that. Everything was business related. In the middle of that, I did a video celebrating my 13th year of being in business for myself. And I gave 13 business tips. So, goodness, I have solved that one. I did that one. I did it all in 1 month. I had done some other videos, but that one is done. If I don't do another video on that channel this year, which I will, but if I don't, I've already reached my goal in that. Patting myself on the back. Next, I said I was going to finish editing my book. Well, I am a little more than a third of the way through. Matter of fact, I'm almost 40% through. I need to be better, but I had set myself something a couple months ago where I said, you know what, I'm going to make it that I do at least 5 pages a week. And that may sound slow, but the thing is that when I had to do the book, I rewrote a lot of the articles in there and added some articles and just cleaned some up. And so now, it's just that process of getting back to it. but still, it's going to get done, and I want to make sure that it's readable. I want people to enjoy it when they read it and get certain things out of it. That's why it kind of takes so long. You know, when you start re-editing yourself, you just find yourself changing words all the time. Ask some writers about that. They'll tell you that. And I said that I was going to update my marketing tool book. I wrote a book called Using Your Website as a Marketing Tool. I haven't got to that because I haven't got to the other. And I also said I was going to write 2 other books. Truth of the matter is, this gig that I'm doing right now was supposed to end in June. And so I really was working towards, you know, setting everything up to end in June. Well, now it's not scheduled to end until the end of November. And it could possibly go longer if I decide I want to go longer. You know, I got to admit, sometimes it's hard to turn down the guaranteed money that you have, even though it may not totally be the money that you have, and even though it may offer some other things. I mean, I can pretty much leave anytime I want to with a 30-day notice. But, you know, when you work for yourself, sometimes you just say, you know what, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not actually even all that bad with some of the things I do. And I still try to get everything else in, but, you know, I start to recognize that when I'm doing this kind of thing, you know, you're consulting, you're traveling on the airplane, you know, sometimes you just don't have access to the internet, or you can't plug in to, you know, to charge all your stuff again. And then you're home for a very short period of time, even if you're home for a week. And I probably need to tell that story one day because last week was really murder. You start to recognize how hard it is to do things on what's considered your own time. So there's that. I said I wanted to double my income for the year. Well, you know, I'm going to come close. If I work, since I'm working this gig till end of November, I'm going to come close to doubling my income for the year. And I've done some other things. And hopefully I will complete a few other things that I had planned. And if I do that, I'm going to double my income for the year. All right. I said I wanted to get better at marketing. Well, I haven't had to do any marketing because I'm still here. I said I was going to hire a VA to help me market, but I'm still here. I have a guy who I'm going to pay some money to if he writes me a couple of marketing letters. That's actually one of the things I wanted to do. I want to give someone else a chance to write a marketing letter for me rather than me because, one, he's got a marketing company, so he says. And 2, I've seen him do some magical stuff with one of his organizations. I said, well, you know what? If I can at least get some interest in other ways, I can make money fast if I get some of these other gigs. So you let someone else take a shot. And I said I was going to try to get 5 speaking gigs. Well, since all this other stuff has been going on, I haven't even tried to get one. So, so then I said I wanted to balance my social media stuff and pleasure better. In other words, I wanted to have a little bit more fun. Nah, it just hasn't happened. I can say that I've been to a couple of movies. Actually, you know when it's happened? When my wife and I have actually been home at the same time, which doesn't happen all that often because I travel for work and she travels for work. But she was home July 4th weekend, and my God, did we have a lot of fun. We just had a lot of fun. And the same with Memorial Day weekend. It was just a whole lot of fun. It's just not a lot of time. So there I had fun. I don't necessarily have a lot of fun down here. You know, when you go out to eat, that's not really fun. I may find myself going to the casino once or twice a month. That's kind of fun, but, you know, a few hours and then that's that. When I'm home, I'm not home all that long to really have a lot of fun. So I haven't really done that. If I've done anything, I have at least learned a little bit more about relaxing when I'm here. I tell myself some nights, you know what, you don't have to write anything. You don't even have to be on the computer. Go lay down, watch a streaming movie on your Nook, the Nook. Watch a streaming movie, maybe play some Sudoku, I don't know how you say that word, or do whatever. So I've really worked on trying to be a little calmer and have a little more fun. And then the final thing I had down here was focus. So I said, you know, write more stuff down and plan stuff better. Well, like I said, I haven't planned as well, but I have still been doing some planning. So that at least is something. I mean, when I was home last week, I had a list of stuff, and I got through all of it except one thing, which happened the last time I was home for a longer period of time. So maybe I was going to say maybe I need to write like 20 things. And so if I left one thing, it's not a really big deal. I don't know. I always seem to leave one thing. But focus has been a little bit better. I have written a few more things down. But you know what? I'm getting older. So it just shows like tonight I went to this restaurant. I told you I go to this Japanese restaurant twice a week. It's usually Mondays and Thursdays. And I was there tonight and I'm ready to order this thing. And I couldn't remember what it was called. It was just gone. Yeah. What was funny is that I had a picture of it, but I had forgotten to write down what it was called in the picture. And I showed, a lot of the people there, and these are people who work there. They didn't recognize what it was. But the lady who had actually recommended that I try it, she came over, eventually saw the picture, and she knew exactly what it was. Hurricane roll. Oh my God, really? It's called the hurricane roll. Couldn't remember it. Just not there. But I'm going to write it down. That's part of that focus. You write it down, and then you've got it. That's what I'll use Evernote for. Yes, I do like Evernote. I don't know if anyone else does, but I do. And I actually had an article about that on my blog, which I'll include the link here, just so you can see that if you care. Anyway, I think this is long enough. We've caught up with the goals. If you care, I hope you've got goals. Let me know what your goals are. Did you have any goals for the second half of the year? Have you hit any of the goals you set earlier? Please let me know. Mitch Mitchell, I'm just sharing. Y'all take care. Have a great weekend.